Microphone check 1 2. You are now tuned into the network,
Bruh.
the YouTube channel that got things all jacked up over here. Let me get this webcam going. Phone check. Let's see. What is going on with my video here? Let's see. Clearly, you guys can't see me. And let me see webcam. Oh, I don't know why I can't get the damn camera going over here. That's interesting. Y'all can hear me? Let me know if you can hear me in the chat over there. Let me see. We also need. Make sure y'all join the Discord server. I'm gonna put the link to the Discord server in the chat over there. This is it right here in the window. Got all kind of things going on over here. Let's see here. Give me a second here. Copy. This is the link to the Discord server. Join the Discord server here. That is a link right there. I'm gonna pin that to the top. Anybody that wanna, get inside scoop to the channel over here. Kurt Wise, shout out to Kurt, the only one that's paying attention here, or at least the only one that's at least answering. He said yes, so you can hear me. I'm assuming you can't see me because I can't see the I don't see the webcam for some reason not showing up on my preview screen over here in OBS over here. So I'm trying to get that going here. I see that window, but for some reason it just don't show up on the let me see. Oh, shout out to who was it? This was Ali Reza Hafez Sanadi. Just subscribed to the channel not too long ago, so appreciate that. Let me see. I don't know what's going on. I might have to just go ahead and stream without the camera here, y'all. Something that's not recognizing. A whole bunch of stuff not recognizing. Oh, Jesus Christ! All right. We got this window. Oh yeah, I bought me a little USB hub, and that's what keeps popping up over here. And that's probably what these little windows that's popping up. All I did was move. Subscribing there. Anyway, you know what? Let's go ahead and get started because now this window popping up over here telling me fix USB problems and all this other stuff, man. Jesus Christ. Oh man, camera is the best part. Yeah, I know Navy Blaze. Navy Bliss, shout out to you for that one. But for some reason, I don't know why the camera's not working. And then we got this little. Like I said, I just bought me a USB hub because this laptop only has 2 ports, right? And I got a bunch of stuff that I need to connect to the laptop. I got this mixer that I just bought. That's why I'm able to do all of these
Are you fucking stupid?
sound effects and stuff like that, right? And what else? I got my mouse. I got the an extra monitor. All this other stuff that's connected, but obviously this USB hub is acting up here too. So anyway, we're gonna give it a couple of minutes just for some people to tune in. And something I wanted to read to y'all. Let's see here. There was a database another breach. Y'all know all these breaches that be happening here.
FBI, open up!
Google would pay $391 million to settle Android location tracking lawsuit. Now, I didn't hear about this, but I think I remember Apple going through an issue like this where they had the the location services that would still track you even though they turned it off. Well, apparently Android has that same issue too, and I didn't realize that. Google has agreed to pay 391.5 million to settle a privacy lawsuit filed by a coalition of attorneys general from 40 U.S. states. So this was like a pretty much like larger than a class action lawsuit. 40 states, man. This settlement shows that U.S. attorneys general discovered while investigating a 2018 Associated Press article that the search giant misled Android users and tracked their locations since at least 2014. That's just crazy. Even when they thought location tracking was disabled. While Android users were misled into thinking, I hope I'm pronouncing that word right, misled into thinking that disabling the location history in the device's settings would disable location tracking, another account setting turned on by default and named Web and App Activity enabled the company to collect, store, and use the customer's personally identifiable location data. So even though you turned off location services on your phone, this is for Android users over here, right? Yes, I'm an Android user. They had another feature that still tracked your location services, which is weird because the location services on my phone would just turn off automatically. I don't know why, but I have an Android. Which one is that? The Revel 5G is what I had, and prior to that, I had a the not the Pixel, but the what's this was called? This was the LG Stylo, the Stylo 3. I had the Stylo 3, and I believe that I had the Stylo 4. But anyways, uh, um, Google will also have to be transparent with its users regarding its location data tracking and collection practices, having to show additional information while location-related account settings are toggled and display detailed info about what data it harvests and how it's used. The company's online reach enables it to target consumers without the consumer's knowledge or permission. Michigan Attorney General Dana Nessel said on Monday. I'm not going to go on and on through this article, but basically that's what they did. They were able to track your location services even though you had location services turned off. They had another feature called Web and App Data Activity, and they were still able to track personal information about you, which is crazy to me, man. So, anyways, today's lab was another Boson NetSim lab, and this damn USB hub is gonna be death for me, man. Y'all see this little window that keep popping up, right? I'm just gonna not. I'm just gonna ignore that right there. Shout out to AO in the building. He said, Boson seems like the truth. I'm gonna use this for my CCNA. Yeah, they have a CCNA. They have a CCNA section of the labs. Then they have two sections for CCNP. So the encore exam. So I'll show y'all real quick. Right. So we got all of these labs right here. Right. We got the CCNA labs that are expanded in here. Right. Fundamentals, access, network access, IP activity, IP services, right? They got a whole bunch of labs, right? Now, and then they have David Bombal has also collaborated with them, and he's got his own labs in here, right? And then we have the Encore labs, which all the ones with the green check mark. If y'all want to, see these and how I broke down these labs, and y'all see how I fucked up and actually did these labs and live streamed them, go on my channel, you'll see I did all of these, the ones with the green check marks. The ones with the red ones, I don't think we finished, or either I messed up, I can't remember what happened with those labs. And then these are the ones we did also over here too. And right now we are on an RC section of the CCNP. So today we're gonna do EIGRP part 3. I did it on my own, that's why it's a green check mark too, but I'm gonna go ahead and review that with you guys. So let's go ahead and get started. I hope y'all can hear me, man. Oh, I think y'all could, right? So yeah, that's what I love about Boson, man. It's just that it's a controlled environment, and again, this is a simulator, right? This is a simulator, so it's not real iOS. It just gives you the feel of iOS, and gives you, just a little bit of experience on how an actual router or switch would work, right? It's obviously it's best to have physical hardware, but not everybody can do that, and not everybody wants to do that. Nobody wants to have a whole data center in their house like I do. But that's the beauty about Boson this, and you can, and only they also have an online version of this. So even if you don't want this locally installed on your laptop, right? Let's say let's say you go to school, right, and you don't have your laptop with you, right, and you want to, practice some of these labs right here, right? You could just open up a browser, and I'll show y'all real quick. I have a shortcut to it, right? And then you just go to Boson NetSim web login, and then you just log in, right, with your credentials that you're provided by Boson when you create your account, and then you can practice those same exact labs that we've done, and also the ones that are on the application on the web. So you don't even have to have it. You don't even have to have your laptop on you. There's no excuse if you need to study for the CCNB or CCNA. You can take this with you, man. So that's what's dope about this application, man. So yeah, I would definitely encourage it. I am sort of sponsored by them because they gave me this application for free, and I'm able to demonstrate on my channel and stuff like that. But they have not given me a discount code or anything like that. So maybe one day they will. But either way, AO said I keep my location off. Yeah, that's what you think. I don't know if you got an Android or iPhone. You think your location service is off. You see Android, they're going. The Google is having to settle a lawsuit because they told people, yeah, your location service is off when it was really on. So, Navy Bliss said all phones track you unless you root your phone and install Graphene OS or Lineage OS. I don't get that deep into rooting my phone. I used to do that back in the day. Back when when Android first came out, and I thought it was the shit, and then I was just like, I'm not gonna mess with these phones like that. I just got tired of it. And even then, you have cell service turned on. The towers can triangulate location. Exactly. Shout out to Navy Blitz for that. So yeah, you can still, even if you turn off location services, you can still be tracked. So Big Germ in the building. He said, "What's up, bro?" Shout out to you.
Bruh.
Shout out to you as well. AO says, shoot, I wish I had a data center in my house. I'm still going to get CCNA lab for sure. Yeah, I would definitely do that, man. I just bought me 2 Nexus switches. It's crazy. You don't have to do what I do. Like, I like buying old hardware and tinkering with it and stuff like that because what I work at, we deal with data centers and stuff like that. So I wanted to see exactly how to, install the iOS and downgrade it and stuff like that because that's the stuff I'm going to be doing at work and stuff. What else? You could also have even G and do the same thing. I just like to have the hardware. I like seeing blinkety blink lights and cabling and stuff like that. I just like doing tinkering with the hardware. Keep it techie in the building. We got Josh in the building. I ain't see you in a minute, man. Shout out to Josh. He said, my guy, NetworkBruh. Yeah, shout out to you as well, man. AO said, because the thing is, I troubleshoot Cisco equipment all day at the NOC, but I never even touched Cisco switch or router. Believe it or not, AO, when you become, especially a senior level engineer, you won't even touch any of this stuff, man. Like physically touch it. Like you'll be, installing, routes and configuring equipment that might be continents away from you, and you won't have to touch it, right? So, and then if things go awry, you're gonna have to have what they call smart hands, or somebody that is actually at the data center to actually, if you need them to do any kind of consoling or any kind of cabling and stuff like that, right? Network engineers, sometimes you don't even have to touch the equipment. So don't feel bad or anything like that. When, like I said, you won't have to actually do any of the layer 1 stuff once you become like a real network engineer. So but yeah, if anybody wants to, get their Linux fix, visit my man Josh Keep It Techie over there, man. He got a YouTube channel, dope YouTube channel as well. So let me close this window here. And let's get started with the lab here, right? This is another lab we're going to do, troubleshooting EIGRP. We're going to actually do real hardware with this one, right? This was an old, like, CCNP lab that I found on the internet and stuff like that. So we'll cover that. Let's get started here. Task number 1. Let me bring up the, hold on, the topology that we're going to be working with, right? No, let me put it up. Let me pull it up in my favorite. My bad for the camera. I don't know why it's not working today. What was the paint? And pull up the lab over here. Y'all give me a second here. And look at that. The freaking, this thing keeps popping up, man. It's like, it's real sensitive. As soon as I shake the desk, the USB hub that I just bought just starts acting up, man. So what was it? It was the EIGRP Boson Lab. That one, I believe. No, that's not it. That's not it. It was 3. Now, give me a second. The topology we're working with is that guy right there. Right. So let me zoom in for a little bit for y'all can see. We have a branch router right over here. We got router 1, 2, and 3 and 4. I believe we're gonna set up EIGRP between all of these guys right here, right? Y'all know what EIGRP is, right? And all of these guys are gonna be EIGRP neighbors, right? Enhanced interior gateway routing protocol, right? Is a routing protocol that is Cisco proprietary. Uses protocol number 88. It was ratified in what, 2016, made open source. So it's not only used on Cisco routers. You can use it on Juniper routers. You can use it on MikroTik, I believe. Let's get started. All right, I believe task number 1 is to set up the IP addresses on this interface here, that interface, this interface, that interface, so on and so forth, right? Let me bring it up. Right now, we're consoled in the branch router 1, which is that guy at the top. Bloop, 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 bloop. This guy. We go to global config mode, and I believe we're going to set up the task number 1. Let me scroll up and down. This is the addressing guide. I guess I'll show y'all. I'll keep it in my other window at the top because there's like 30 windows I got. I got the chat window. I got the addressing guide. I got the news article I just read to y'all. So I like to keep them in separate windows, right? But these are the tasks. Basically, we got to do the IP addressing, right? Easy part right here, right? So the first thing they want us to do is the serial interface, which is this guy right over here. Interface serial 0/0. His IP address is 10.2.115.1. Subnet mask of /24.0. Y'all hear my USB going off over there. They want the Jesus Christ, this thing is like super sensitive. I might have to move that to I'm getting a desk pretty soon too. So like I told y'all, I just moved into a new crib, so y'all gotta bear with me here, right? They want us to set the clocking here, clock rate of 64,000, right? No shut that interface. Y'all see it's coming up, right? Y'all hit me that like button and the subscribe button because they said YouTube said that 75% of you guys are watching my channel but are not subscribed. So make sure y'all subscribe to your boy. On router 1. We got to do the IP addressing for these 3 interfaces. So where's router 1 at? Router 1, they said they want us to set up the interfaces, the IP address on this interface, that interface, and that interface, right? So we'll go to router 1. He is located over topology. I got to go to the topology to do that. See all these windows over here, man. Y'all got to excuse me here. And go to enable mode, go to global config mode, interface. We got to go to interface serial 0/0, IP address of 10.2.115.2/24 subnet mask 255.255.0. What they said they want us to do on this interface. That's it. No clocking or anything, just the IP addressing. So we're gonna no shut that. The next interface was serial 02. So interface serial 0/2. Listen to this this USB hub is killing me. It's gonna be the death of me right here, man. IP address of 10.2.112.1. Subnet mask of 255.255.255.0. Jesus Christ, man. This thing is killing me. This thing is really killing me. .0. No shut that interface. Let me do one more interface and I'm gonna mess with the camera one more time. Interface FA00. 1/0. His IP address is 172.20.13.1/24 subnet mask 0. No shut that bad boy. All right, so we're done with those 3 interfaces. These guys right here, right? So now we're gonna move on to router 2 and do this interface and that interface, right? So router 2 is over here. Y'all got any questions or anything so far? Y'all let me know. Yep. I think I'm caught up with the chats there. Let me see. I don't know what's going on with this damn. Let me mess with the camera real quick. I just want to see why it didn't come up. See? it would have showed up right in that window right there. Let me bring up the mixer. Yeah, see? Give me a second here. Video capture device. I got a window right there. Yep. Yeah, I don't know why that camera don't work, man. Y'all hear them sound effects though, right?
FBI, open up!
Yeah, let me know. Y'all know how I just bought this mixer that got all these sound effects and stuff like that. You know, I got pissed when they didn't work, man. So at least I don't care. I don't even care about the about the camera. As long as y'all can hear me and y'all can see the CLI, then we should be good, right? And there's Tech in the building. We appreciate you for tuning in. What's up to the chat? Shout out to Anders Tech. You day one, man. You've been around for a long time. I see you commenting on the old videos and stuff like that. So appreciate you, man. Y'all know I'm gonna do another giveaway once I get to like I think 10,000 subscribers. I tried to do a giveaway a couple thousand subs back, and Buddy did not. He did not hit me back for the book, man. I was giving him a free book, man, and I was like, man, appreciate you guys for tuning in and subscribing, man. I didn't think I would, grow my channel like this, and Buddy didn't hit me back, but oh well. I'll do another giveaway soon. Router 2 is a serial interface, serial 0/0, IP address of 10.2.112.2, subnet mask of /24, 255.255.0. No shut that bad boy. Do we have to do any clocking on this? Yes, we do. And the command for that is what? Clock rate. Notice it didn't come up yet, right? But when we do clock rate, they said at 64,000 on the serial 00 interface. 000. Press enter. And it just came up right there. That's not the one I wanted to hit. I wanted to hit the
boom.
And now it's up, right? You remember what clocking is, right? That's like basically simulates an ISP, right? So since he's doing the clocking, he is saying how fast for you to send me those bits when you sending me information, right? That's what clocking is. But usually the ISP does that. So, but we don't really have to worry about that nowadays because most people using fast Ethernet. But that's what you do on a serial interface. One side does the clocking. All right, I'll draw a little clock for y'all. I guess that's a clock. Look like an L right there. And the other side does the receiving. Right, so he's the receiving side. He is doing the clocking, so he is telling him he's saying how fast to make sure you send those bits. I think it's the other way around. He is doing the clocking and saying how fast the bits are going to be sent over. And his tech said, "Hey, no problem, bro. Your vids are a major help to my journey as an engineer. Appreciate that, man. Task number 2 was router 3. So now we can move on to this router and do that interface and that interface. So we're still doing the easy stuff, right? Configuring IP addresses here. This is the real easy stuff right here. So if anybody's new, now you know how to configure an interface, right? First you go to what's called privileged exec mode. Then you go to global config mode. You say interface. You go to the interface. We have on router 3 2 interfaces, the serial and FA00, right? See that? We're going to configure that interface and this interface. Let's start off with the FA00, 1/0. His IP address is 172.20.13.2. I swear to God, my daughter better go to, I hope she's in bed right now. I told her I'm streaming right now. You better be in bed, man, because I usually don't have her on the weekends. I mean, on Sundays, on Mondays, school night, she's usually with her mom, but I'm gonna be having her for more days now. So I'm like, you better be going to bed right at the time that I need you to go to bed. No shut. Now we can do the serial interface, serial 0/0, right? 0/0, right? I'll show y'all real quick. So anybody that wasn't paying attention, if my damn USB wasn't shaking, this interface right over here, yeah, serial 00, right? You see it right there, that one. That's the one we got to configure. All right. I know know I like to stop halfway just for anybody that's not paying attention, because I know how it is. This stuff can be boring, man. His IP address is 10.2.134.2 subnet mask of slash 24, which is 255, 255, 255. Are we doing any clocking on this guy? Router 3? Let's see. No. On router 4, we're going to be doing clocking, though. So we can no shut that. I'm going to triple check. Look at that interface one more time, because I think I did that wrong. Let me see. Yes, I did. He's actually 134.1. I'm glad I looked at that again.
You stupid.
No, I'm not. Do that right there. Okay, now we go to router 4. He's going to be doing the clocking to that guy. Enable, global config mode. What else we got going on here? Let's see. Router 4. Let's see. Give me a second here. Go to that window. Router 4. His interface, the interfaces we got to do on router 4 is this right here. FA10 and serial 00, right? So interface FA1/0. His IP address is it? I got all these damn windows. Let me move this over so y'all can see too. Fuck it. All right. Where is it? Where is it? It is over. Oh, see, we got to go back to the addressing guys right here. There it is right there. Interface FA10. His IP address 172.20.24.2 subnet mask of /24. Jesus, man, this USB thing. What I'm gonna do is when I get more space in my desk here, I'll be able to move it, because I have it on a small desk and this kind of shakes and it's really sensitive. No shut that bad boy. We'll go to the other interface, which is serial 00. So interface serial 0/0, right? Y'all see it? This interface right over here? No, this interface right over here on router 4. Shout out to Tone All Day for subscribing there. I appreciate you for tuning in. Yeah, appreciate you for tuning in, man. His IP address is 10.2.134.2 subnet mask of /24. And then we got to do the clock rate of 64,000. We should come up. It did not come up. I think I got an extra 0 there, right? That's why it happened there. You'll see that? I'll show y'all real quick why that error came out. When you do a clock rate, there's only so many numbers you can put. These are the only options you get. You got this, what's that, 1 million right there? The 1200, 125. These are, I believe, kilobits per second, if I'm not mistaken. No, there it is right there. Bits per second, right there. That's what it is. You can only put it in this many bits per second. I put an extra 0 there, right there.
You are so dumb. You are really dumb.
and that's why I errored out right here. So I put 640,000. I really meant to put 64,000 right there. So 64000. Press enter. Now the interface came up. Y'all see that? That's why I errored out right there. So we'll get out of there. I believe we are done with the IP addressing. That was the easy part, right?
That was easy.
So now the next task is to verify the IP address and state of each interface. The line and state protocol of each configured interface on each router should be up and up, right? Y'all know how to figure that out, right? For anybody that's not watching, or for anybody that's kind of new here, it's show IP interface brief. That lets you know the status on whether on the line protocol as well as the state of it. So show IP interface brief, and we'll see the line protocol lets us know. Let me widen this up so y'all can see. Right? Up and up. As long as we see that, that means it is up, right?
That was easy.
So that's the interface we configured, and that's the interface they configured. They want to do that on each router. I'm not going to do all of that. I'm just going to do it on like 2 or 3 routers, because, well, maybe we should. We should verify, like my old boss used to say, right? Up, up. Now we got the damn USB thing coming up. This thing going, man, I swear to God, man.
Come on now, dog. Come on, man.
Even Boosie's tired of this USB hub. Show IP interface brief on this guy. Up, 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 right? Because we didn't configure these other interfaces, so don't worry about those. Router 1, show IP interface brief. Up, up. Up, up, right? and up. And then one more, we'll do the branch router, which is the guy at the top, right? All the way up here. This guy over here. He only got one interface that we configured, right? I'll show y'all real quick, right? Show IP interface 3. And there he is, up. So we're good to go. Next thing they want us to do is, where is it? And my bad for this camera, man. I'm sorry that and it ain't working. I don't know why. Y'all want to see my ugly face anyway. From router 1, ping branch router 1's serial 00 interface. Tone All Day said, is this GNS3? I have packet tracer. No, actually, good question. This is actually an application called Boson NetSim right here. You can go visit their website, I believe, at Boson. Where is it at? Boson.com. And they have a bunch of applications, man. They have an exam simulator, which they say is a good thing to, like, if you want to practice some real, like, hard questions. Is even harder than the real CCNA and harder than the real CCNP exams. Their exam simulators are a good test on whether you're going to pass or not, right? They also have these network simulators, which is what I'm demonstrating right now. So you could actually have it simulates the routers and switches and how they work and stuff like that, and EIGRP and all of these other technologies. And it's a great way to practice it without having to have, real routers and switches at your house, man. So again, this is a network simulator, right? A network simulator, hence the name NetSim. So it's not a network emulator like both like GNS3 or even G. Those are using real iOS. Boson is a network simulator, so it's fake, but it actually they've revised it. This thing, I think this application been out since what, 2014, something like that. Let me see. Here's the release notes. We go all the way back. No, even further. They've been out since 2013, and they revised it every time they had something wrong with it. It was like, okay, let's add this, let's add that, let's add this to make it real as possible. So they've had different versions of this application, plus they did it to match the exams and stuff like that. So great application. Good question, Tone All Day. Navy Bliss said the Boson exams were definitely harder. It's totally worth it. I hear that a lot in the networking community, that the Boson, the exams are harder than the actual exams. So not the simulators. The simulators are great too. I like using it because it's a controlled environment, and it's a great way for me to demonstrate their application and stuff like that. And I like the reflection questions that they give us too. They don't just tell you, here, configure this and that's it. They also ask you, what does this do? What does that do? And have you reflect. From router 1, ping branch router 1's 00 interface. So from router 1, they want us to ping that guy right there. Right? Y'all see that? Again, from router 1, this guy, they want us to ping branch router 1's serial 00 interface. That guy right there, right? Let's go to router 1. He's over here. And his IP address is, what is it? 10.2.115.1. So 10.2.115.15.1. Press enter. We got a reply.
Another one.
That was good. From router 2, they want us to do the same thing from router 1. They want us to ping branch router 1's 00 interface. They want us to ping router 2 and then router 3 also. So basically from there, right? Jesus Christ. From there, so they want us to ping there, then they want us to ping that, and then they want us to ping router 3 also. So also router 3, which is down here. So they want us to ping that right there. I don't think they want us to ping that one just yet, probably because he ain't got no route yet, right? So the next one is where? 10.2.112.2, which is 10.2.112.12.2. I swear she better be asleep. Let's see. Let's enter.
Boom.
Yeah, did we get a reply? 5 out of 5? Yeah, we did. We got a reply. The next thing they want us to ping was router 3, which is 172.20.13.2. Press enter. We got a reply. And then now they want us from router 4 to ping router 2 and 3. Again, from router 4, ping router 3 and 2. Right? So go to router 4. He's over here. Ping router 2 is 172.20.24.1. Let's enter. Something wrong here. We didn't get a reply. So we got to fix something. Right? Let me make sure I did that right. They said from router 4, ping router 2's FA00, 10 interface, which is 172.20 24.1. Something's wrong. So let's go to router 2 and fix that. Let's see what's broken. We didn't even configure it.
Are you fucking stupid?
Let's go back to router 2 and configure that interface, probably because I was talking so damn much. Let me see. Nope, I sure enough didn't. Yep. So go to global config mode. AO said that's the best way to pass the real exam. Yeah, I heard that too. By taking a more difficult practice exam. Exactly. Interface FA1/0, and this is exactly why I like us. I like that they make us ping everything to make sure everything works. Because if we would have passed this part, the verification part, we would have been like, why is this route not coming up? Why is that not? When we just skipped the simple part right here, we didn't even configure that interface. His IP address was 172.20.24.1. Subnet mask up. I believe it was /24. Make sure I do that right. .0. Yeah, I think I'm gonna look and back to see. So normally my daughter would come over here and be like, "Daddy, I need you to do something." No, the door's closed, and you see now. Oh, he came down, so something is wrong here. Change to admin down. Let's see. He was up actually. That's interesting. Let's take a look at that again. Let's see. Show IP interface brief. Right, router 2's FA10 interface. Now he's admin down. Did I shut it down? I thought I did no shut. Oh, I meant to do no shut, and I did shut. What the hell's wrong with me, man?
Are you fucking stupid?
Let's see. Interface FA1/0. No shut. Now he's up. Again. Let's go back to what was it I was doing? Router 4 and ping router 2. So press up. And now we got a reply.
Boom, bam, bop, bada bop, boom, pow.
All right, so now, so we did all the verification. Task 2, configure EIGRP. This task involves configuring and verifying basic EIGRP operations on all devices, right? Y'all know what that is, right? Enhanced Interior Gateway Routing Protocol is a routing protocol that we use to share routes. What is it for, right? Well, routers, what do? They route. So in other words, if this guy needed to know how to get to that network, this guy, he knows how to get to there, right? Because he's directly connected. He got a physical cable that is attached to him, but he don't know how to get to this network. Why not? Because it's a remote network to him. He's not directly attached to him. Router 2 is going to be like, hey, you want to know how to get to the 172.24.0 network? This is how you do it. He's going to share how you do it, either with a static route or OSPF. But guess what? Today we're doing EIGRP. So he's going to share that route using EIGRP, and that's how routing protocols work. Kelvin Tran in the building, he said, I've done that once. The transit interface for an SSH connection. Oh, I don't know where I messed up at, but yeah, sometimes I'll be.
You are so dumb. You are really dumb.
I'll be messing up sometimes. That's why we gotta verify our work, like my old boss say. I always go back to him, man. For my last job, he verify. Did you verify it? It'd be something really simple. He'd be like, you got to set up SSH like Kelvin over there, and you don't do it, right? Oh. Of course, no wonder I can't SSH to it. I didn't even set it up, So we have to always, verify our work, right? Task 2, configure EIGRP. Configure B branch router 1 to run EIGRP with an autonomous system of 100 on the 10 network. So B branch router 1 is all the way up here. They want us to set up EIGRP on him, right? Autonomous system AS number 100. And guess what? They're going to have us put everybody in that autonomous system. That is for us to share routes or become an EIGRP neighbor with somebody, right? Remember where it said about him letting this guy know about that network over there? Before he do that, they got to become neighbors. So he can't share an EIGRP route until they become EIGRP neighbors, right? And that's what EIGRP does, right? They got to become neighbors first. How do they become neighbors? They got to have several parameters that got to match. They got to be in the same AS number. They got to be in the same primary subnet. They got to be in the same, the K values have to match. There's one more thing. What else? Does anybody know? Can anybody give me a third, or I believe the fourth parameter that has to match? I said the same K values, same primary subnet, same AS number. What is the fourth thing that got to match? Go to bit branch router 1 and do that. Right? That's what I'm doing right here. Yes, 10 network. Stimulating is a godsend. Yeah, for sure. Network 10.0.0.0. Anybody know what's the last one that I can't remember off the top of my head? I know I hit the Jeopardy theme song for y'all. I hope y'all heard that one too. But what is the other parameter that has to match? Same K values, same primary subnet, same AS number. There's got to be one more. I forgot what it is. So right now I'm gonna while y'all think of that, I'm gonna move on with these steps right here. Run EIGRP with the AS number 100 in the 10 network. That's how we do it right there. I put him in AS 100 in the 10 network. I got to configure router 1, 2, and 3 with the same thing. So I got to do the same thing. But now, not only do I have to do the 10 network, but I also have to do the 172.20 network. So I'm going to go to router 1, go to global config mode, and we say router, EIGRP. Kelvin Tran said he actually shut down the interface. Oh my goodness, man. What is wrong with you, man?
No, God!
Was this at work? Was this on a production network, man? 100 network. They said the 10 network, .0.0.0. And the other network, these are, remember, when we do these network statements, we're saying if you fit in this network right here, then participate in EIGRP. Notice how we have an EIGRP neighbor that came up on router 1. One interface on the 000 interface. So let's look at the map real quick. On router 1, 000 interface. So we put that in EIGRP. This interface right here. We put it in EIGRP. Then we went on this router and we put this in EIGRP. Guess what? They are in the same primary subnet, and then guess what? They became neighbors, and we have a happy face there. Y'all like that? Y'all see how I did that right there? Kelvin Tran said you missed a couple of things actually. Yes, there is, but can you give me one more though? Kevin H said MTU. Yes, MTU's got a match. That is one more. You're right. And no, not MTU. Well, hold on. EIGRP couldn't care less. Yeah, you're right. That's true. That's not the MTU. Kevin, you were talking about, I believe, OSPF, the MTU got a match. If they mismatch, then you'll get an MTU mismatch. That's OSPF. So yeah, he's right about that. You almost got me though. There is a couple of things, but I need one more. There's one primary one. I was reading it today. Let me see. Because I got the ENARSI book right here. Let me see which one I was missing. Since nobody don't want to answer. It is. Oh, there it is. Y'all ready for this one? The authentication parameters. So if we set up authentication, you got to have the same key right here. And then the same key right over here. In other words, kind of like passwords. As long as they got the same password, then they become neighbors. So when you set up authentication, they got to be set up. So we set up those guys without authentication, they became neighbors. We also got to do the 172 network. So network 172. Did I do network 172 yet? I didn't. So 172.20.0.0. And Kelvin, go ahead and enlighten us. What is it? Another parameter that's got to match? I said the K values, the authentication parameters, same primary subnet, and the same AS number. What else has to match? You said I missed a couple things. What else? Because I was just going off the book that I had read earlier today, and I was like, yeah, that is off the match. It's not the timers. EIGRP couldn't care less about the timers. If you have the timers that are mismatched, they will still become neighbors, believe it or not, right? Let's go to router 2. Do the same thing. Go to global config mode. We say router, EIGRP 100, 1000, network 10.0.0.0. And he said network. Notice now these two became neighbors, right? They're in the same 10 network, right? Now these two guys became neighbors. Network 10.0. So now we got the 72.20.0.0 network. And then we got to do the same thing on router 3 and 4, right? Router 3, we go to global config mode, router, EIGRP. Shout out to Kelvin. He got a dope YouTube channel too. Y'all want to check him out. He enlightens us and has a lot more advanced stuff on his channel. He also does You also do Juniper stuff on your channel as well, right? He said, there's authentication. There's also passive interface status that matters. Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, yeah, because if you do show IP protocols, and um if there's a passive interface on one side and the other side is not passive, then yeah, you'll have like you won't have bidirectional traffic with the EIGRP packets. So yeah, you're right about that. That's a tricky one. That's one I guess could be forgotten. Network 10.0.0.0. We also have the network 172.20.0.0. Yep, mismatched timers works. Yes, exactly. Duplicated RIDs used to work some specific circumstances, but not anymore on the most recent software releases. Oh, that's good to know too. Didn't know that. So if you have the same router ID on two routers, you'll get an error and it won't work. But I guess it will work now. Used to work on. Oh, it used to work, but not anymore. So now if you have a duplicate ID, it'll say, yeah, you can't be neighbors. So now router 4, finally, put him in EIGRP. Oops. Terminal, router, EIGRP 100, network 10.0.0.0. And now they became neighbors, right, off of the 000 interface, right? Router 4 is 000 interface, right? I'll show y'all real quick for anybody that's not watching. Router 4 is, so he started broadcasting EIGRP out of this interface. Once he did that, they became neighbors. They became EIGRP neighbors. And basically, what did they do? Y'all know I always say, right? They speak, oh, you speak EIGRP? Yeah, I speak EIGRP too. Oh, that's what's up, man. Well, here goes some routes that I know. Oh, well, here goes some routes that I know. Okay, that's great, man. Do you have the route to this network? And like, yeah, I got that network too. And they just keep doing that until they have the same till they have routes and stuff like that. That kind of match. They don't have to match, but they have to. They like sharing routes. That's how they do it. OSPF, I believe the database has got to match, right? Database descriptors. Network 172 network. All right, so they became neighbors, and now they're sharing those routes. I think that's all we got to do there. Task router 4 says they want us to view the routing table. And as they said, you should see adjacencies form, and which we did. A favorite of the old, he said, it used to be a weird caveat with external routes where you could form a relationship with duplicated RIDs, but all of your external routes would be rejected. Oh, that's interesting. A favorite of the old CCIE route switch exams. Didn't know that. Didn't know that. So that's good to know. So now the newer versions, it don't work if you have the same router ID, right? I guess we could experiment with that, but I don't want to break nothing right now. I'm gonna follow the exams. I mean, this lab to a T for now. I'm so mad that y'all can't see my damn camera, man. I don't know what's going on. Let me see. Is it because? Let me see. This has got to be on. No, the webcam is on top. So sources. Yeah, I don't know what happened there, man. I don't know. I'm sorry, y'all. Well, we'll figure that out next time. Let me see. Hold on, real quick. Let me see. Oh, you know what? Somebody else was using the camera. Let me make sure. It wasn't Teams. It wasn't Discord or anything. Let me make sure that the other thing is not working real quick. Let me just check something real quick. Camera. Yeah, there go that camera. So, but I don't know. For some reason, it's not working on OBS. Either way, I could keep it on top for y'all, but whatever. Let's go to global config mode. No, they said they want us to view the routing table on the branch router. So we're going to go to branch router, right? This guy at the top. We're going to go back to him, look at his routing table, right? His routing table. How we do that? Show IP route. And we'll see all of these Ds, which indicates that it's an EIGRP route, right? Right. So we learned about the 10 network. We got these 172 routes. What does they want us to do? Verify he has routes to the 10 to 112 network. Where is it at? Right over here. The 10 to 134 network. Where is that? That's right over here. The 172 2013 network, which is over here. And finally, the 172 2024 network, which is right over here. So we do have all those routes. That's good. From branch router 1, ping router 400 interface. I guess we'll do that. So from branch router 1, they want us to ping router 400 interface. So this guy, they want me to ping router 4, who's all the way down here. So they want us to ping from here all the way down. Scoot up some, right? They want us to ping from here to there, basically. That interface right over here. From there to there. But he might be taking here to here. But just by looking at this, you'll see that this is a slower link. So he's probably going to go this way, right? Most likely. We could do a trace route to see that, but I'm not going to do all that, right? So we'll just ping 10.2.134.2. We got a reply, so that's good. And then they want us to ping the FA10 interface 24.2. So I believe that is the same thing. So this guy, they want us to ping that interface, which is probably gonna take this way, or he might take this way. We could do a trace route to do all of that too, but ping 172.20.24.2. We got a reply. Both pings should be successful, so we're good to go there.
Boom.
Examine EIGRP. This task involves the proper show and debug commands. Verify that each router has established EIGRP adjacencies with each of its respective neighbors. Branch router 1 should have one adjacency, right? Why is that? Because he only got one neighbor. Here's branch router 1. He only got, theoretically, should have just one neighbor. That guy right over there, right? So let's go see. Go to branch router 1. We do that. How we do that? Show IP, EIGRP, neighbors. That lets us know we only got one neighbor. Sure enough. Router 1 should have 3 adjacencies. Why is that? Well, when we look at the topology here, we'll see. Jesus Christ, man. Damn mouse, man.
Come on now, dog.
Yeah.
Come
So,
on,
here go router 1.
man.
He should have that guy as a neighbor, this guy as a neighbor, as well as this guy as a neighbor. Anybody, you know why he's not a neighbor, right? Because he's not in the same subnet. He don't have an interface in the same subnet as him. He'll probably have a route to him, but he's not going to be an EIGRP neighbor. So we go to router 1 and we'll see. Bloop. We do a show, same command. Neighbors. There you go. He got 3 neighbors. See that? And then he said finally, router 2, 3, and 4 should each have 2 adjacencies. And I'm just going to check 2. We'll see. I'm not going to do all of them, right? So I'll show you. Router 2 is over here. He said he should have only 2 adjacencies. Well, who's that? This guy and that guy, right? We're not counting the switch. That is not a layer 3 device, right? We do a show IP EIGRP neighbors, and sure enough, he got 1, 2 neighbors. So yes, we was right there. Y'all any questions so far or anything? Let me know. Y'all let me know if y'all any questions or anything. Router 1. View EIGRP neighbors. Use this output to answer the associated questions. What neighbor or neighbors does router 1 list? So let's go to router 1. He shows 1, 2, 3 neighbors, and I showed y'all already. What is the significance of the whole column? Where's the whole column? It's right over here. 13 seconds. Let's run that command and see again. 11, 15, right? The hold timer is how long we will hold until we get another hello packet. Remember, by default on these interfaces, I forgot what type of network, but by default, EIGRP sends hellos every 5 seconds, right? And then he considers the neighbor dead after 3 times the hello, which is what, 15 seconds. So he counts up to 15 seconds, right? 14, 13, 12, 11, 10. He got a hello, and then he counts up again, and he counts to 15, and he keeps doing that until he hears another hello, and that's what's going on there. That's what the hello timer is for. Oops, get out of this. That's what the hold time is for. The hold time is kind of like the dead timer. Sometimes they call it. He considers this neighbor dead after that, but keep counting down until you receive the next hello. That's why it goes from 15 to 10 seconds, right? I hope that it makes sense, right? Next question. How does a device running EIGRP form an adjacency with another connected device running EIGRP? By sending the hellos. That's how he forms the adjacency, right? If y'all want the real answer, we can scroll down to the bottom and get the official answer, but that's basically how they do it. So on router 2, enable debugging of EIGRP hello packets. So let's go to router 2. He's over here, right? They want us to check the hello packets on router 2. So he's gonna be, check the EIGRP. He's sending EIGRP out of this interface, and he's sending EIGRP out of that interface. And they want us to turn debugging on, right? So check the logs. How you do that? Debug EIGRP packets, and then now we'll see we got these hellos that are coming and going, sending, received, sending, received, right? We're sending on 2 interfaces there. So that's why we got 2 sendings, right? Sending, and then we received, right? Every 5 seconds. That's what's going on here. From the output, can you infer the interface on the peer device that formed the adjacency? Oh, that's on this command right here. Let's turn off the debugging to answer that question. We do show IP, EIGRP neighbors. They want us to infer the interface on the peer device that formed each adjacency. So we informed the adjacency on 000 and FA10 on router 2, right? See that on router 2? FA10 and 000. That's how we are able to determine where we made our EIGRP neighbors. And then they wanted us to turn debugging on. And then what was the question? How can you verify that router 2 is receiving hello packets from router 1 and 4? Well, look at the debugs right there. Received. Disable it. So we do that with what? all or undebug all. Verify each router is configured to advertise IP subnets on the WAN and LAN interfaces with the correct masks. Jesus Christ. We could just do that with the show IP routes, basically, with the correct masks. So that's basically what they want us to do. Show IP, we could do show IP route like that. And we'll see that we're. I'm not going to do it on each one, and that's the interfaces that they're referring to. The subnet masks they're referring to are right there, right? /24, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. I'm not going to do it on each router. On router 3, verify the topology database, and then use the output to answer these questions. So we go to router 3. We're on there.
You are so dumb. You are really dumb. For real.
Topology, and then they want us to answer the questions, right? How many successors does router 3 have to the 10.2.112 network? So we're on router 3. 10.2.112 is right here. How many successors do you have? Well, it says right there. Duh. 1 successor.
Duh.
And then it says, y'all know what a successor is, right? The successor is the best route. That's how I remember it. Success with the word success. It is the best route, or the route with the lowest metric, and it gets inserted into the routing table. When you do show IP route, that's the route that's going to show up. That's EIGRP. That's success. That's how I remember it. Success, right? What is router 3's reported distance to the 10.12.112 network? Well, this says FD, not fire department. It is the feasible distance. Feasible distance is the full distance from the router to that to that network. We want to know the reported distance. So this is the feasible distance, which is the same number as this. It's usually the second number that you see in this these parentheses right here. That's the reported distance. In other words, the router that is next to him, he's reporting to you how far it is from him. That is the reported distance. So I remember feasible like with the word F and full. It's the full distance. So where's the 10.112 network from router 3? Let's see. Let me look at this so I can explain this to y'all. 10.112 network here's router 3. Right? Let me zoom in real quick. The 10.112 network is right over. Here's router 3. Let me pick that one. This is router 3. 10.112 network is right over here. They're saying the full. So full is usually I like saying like I like to think of like 3 networks, right? Or 2 networks maybe, or one with a router in between or whatever. When I do this, or a couple routers in between, whatever. The full amount or full distance. That's how I remember it. FD, full distance or feasible distance. The full number that it takes to get there. That's how I remember it, right? The reported distance is how far it takes to get to that network from the neighboring router. How far it gets there. So from him, how far it takes to get to there. Or it could be, it might be going this way. Who knows? Let's see. We'd have to do a trace route to do all of that, but I'm not going to do all of that. But it's the neighboring router, his distance to that network. That's what the reported distance is, right? Y'all hit that like button too. Hold. That's not what I meant. I meant to click. And the subscribe button to your boy, because they said 75% of you guys, or I believe it's 74% of you guys, are that'll tune into this channel, but don't subscribe. So at least hit your boy with a like button and a subscribe button. So what is router 3's reported distance? Again, it's the second number that is in the parentheses. That's how I remember. Again, and then if you notice, it says FD, that's the full or feasible distance to the network, which is usually the first number in the parentheses there. And correct me if I'm wrong there, right? What is the distance? What's the difference between the reported distance and the feasible distance? I think I just explained that, right? So feasible, that's how I remember it with the word F, with the letter F. Feasible is the full amount or full full distance to get there, and the reported distance is the router that's next, the closest to that router. It's he's reporting how far it is to you from him. That's how I remember it, right? On router 1, view the IP routing table. So let's go to router 1, right? Look at the routing table, which show IP routes. Compare the information inserted into the routing table with the information in the EIGRP topology database. What value from the EIGRP topology database does the device insert into the routing table as the metric for any given route? Well, guess what? It is the successor route. Just like I explained to y'all, it is the number that is it's the best. It's the lowest metric to an EIGRP network, to a route, to a network. Sorry. So if you look, let's compare. This is the show IP route, right? They said to compare with any network, right? What value from the for any given route, right? So I'll show you guys real quick. The 172.24 network, 172.20.24 network. Notice we have this as our remember, the best route gets put into the routing table. So this is the successor route. That should be his feasible distance, right? So if we do show IP EIGRP topology, and we said what network? We said 172.20.24. We look at that, it is over here, 172.20.24, and we see one successor. What's the feasible distance? 217.2416, which is the same number that is in, I gotta go back up and do that, is right there. It's the same number. That's what they're saying there. What value from the EIGRP topology database does a device insert in the IP routing table as the metric for any given route? Again, it is the successor or feasible distance is the value that they put in here. The number that's next to it, that number right there, is what? Y'all know what that is, right? That's the default administrative distance. Does anybody have any questions or anything so far, or am I missing anything, or I hope I explained that to y'all correctly. Make sure y'all hit your boy with the like button and the subscribe button. Next one, we got task 4, and then we're gonna be done here, right? When we'll be completely done, and hopefully my daughter's asleep by then. It's the final task. Examine the EIGRP changes. EIGRP changes. Say that 3 times fast. The task involves examining EIGRP as it recalculates routes to a network. This task does. On router 3, go to router 3. Display all learned links in the EIGRP topology database. Use the output to answer the associated questions. How many total links to the 10.12.1.12.0 network exist? So we go to router 3, right? If you notice, they said how many links does the 10.2.1.12.0 network? We look over here, we see 10.2.1.12.0 network. We see right now, we only see one successor, one link there, right? But if we want to know all of the links, so this was just the best route when you do show IP EIG topology. What you have to do is show IP EIG topology and add a keyword all links. That tells you what else. There's other routes that could possibly be a good route too. And that's what happened there. We have this route. Now we also have this route when we add that keyword, that command, right? How many total links to that network? We have this link and that link. So now we have 2 links. How many feasible successors does that to the 10.2.1.12.0 network exist? It says one successor. So that's one successor right there. And then the next one would be considered the feasible successor. So we have one feasible successor, right? What are the network addresses and feasible distance to those networks? Router 3 would have to query for if the LAN link between router 1 and 3 would fail. So that's a mouthful there. Let me see what y'all got. No questions or anything? All right, y'all quiet over there tonight, man. Hit y'all with the tough crowd tonight, or y'all just observing. It's all good though. the network addresses and the feasible distances for those networks, router 3 would have to query if the LAN link between router 1 and 3 were to fail. So 1 and 3, they said if this link right here was to fail, bloop, if this link was to fail, the question was, what are the network addresses and feasible distance for those networks router 3 would have to query for if that LAN link was to fail? So we'd have to query for how many network addresses? Pretty much one. No, we have a couple. We'd probably have to query how to get. We won't know how to get to here. We won't know how to get to here, and that's pretty much it. That's the two networks we won't know how. We will still know how to get to here. We will still know how to get to here. So that's the that should be it right there. But I'm gonna go check. Let's see. Task 4, question C, just to see what they wanted. 4.1c, right? That's what I love about this application. We could look at the back of the book for the answers, right? 4.1c. Let's see. Watch. Let's see. Let's see. Show y'all real quick. 4.1c. 1c. If the LAN link was to fail, router 3 would have to query for the 10.2.115, 10.2.112. Oh, we also got the 172 networks. So the 172 networks we would have to query for as well. So where's that map at? Where's the 172? Oh yeah, I did say that. There it is right there. So we will have to query for that network. Let me see. 172 2013. Where's that at? 2013. Oh, he will still have to query for this network. He ain't gonna know how to get there, pretty much, because it got shut down. So, yeah, that's basically what it is. So it's gonna be gone. He's gonna be asking for it. So that makes sense. The next question here. Observe. Okay, so now what they want us to do is issue a trace route command on router 3 to B branch routers 1's 000 interface. So they want us to do a trace route from here to there. Zoom out real quick. I'll show y'all real quick. Bloop. So from here to there, they want us to do a trace route to there. So trace route to the 10.2.115.1 network. We got a trace route, and it went to the 172.20 and the 10.2 network, which is over. Go back to that map. Yeah, so he's going from 172.20. Where is he at? Yeah, 2013.1, which is 2013.1. Yeah, so he goes from this interface, and then he makes it to that next hop. So he actually does go that way. He doesn't go this way and then that way, which wouldn't make sense anyway because this is a serial link. So obviously that's the fastest way. That's how he does to get there. That's what they wanted to demonstrate there. On router 3, view debugging information about update, query, reply, and ACK packets, right? In EIGRP, I did a video on this a long time ago. If y'all want a link to that, let me give it to y'all. I talked about the 5 EIGRP packets. Update, query, reply, ACK. There's also, what else? What is the 5th packet? And if you don't know, watch this video by the NetworkBruh. Packets. What's the 5th packet that I need to that also exists? There's 2 more, but what is the one that we really need to know about for EIGRP? And I just explained about it earlier too. NetworkBruh. How long ago I did this video? I'll show y'all. Let me see. I believe it is this one over. Let me show y'all. It's in here somewhere. Trying to show y'all before I move on. You know what? Let me see. Packet types. Okay, there it goes right there. So for anybody that don't know, let me click it and then I'm gonna close this. That's an old video. Pause that. For anybody that wants to share it with y'all. That needs a review on the packet types, right? What is the 5th packet type that we don't know about? I'm gonna put it in the chat there. Where's that window? Where's that window? I got all these damn windows, man. Window. If anybody wants a review on the EIGRP packet types, there it is, right over there. Back to this right here. So we do debug EIGRP packets. And then you'll see them right there. There they go right there. There's the clue right there. It was hello. That was the other packet type. Those are the packet types. So it's hello, update, query, reply, and ACK. Right? On switch 1, disable the FA02 interface. This interface right over here. They want us to shut down that interface right over there, right? This interface right over here. So we go to switch 1. Where's he at? Gotta go to the topology and do that. Switch 1 and shut down that interface. Enable. Go to global config mode. He said interface FA. Which interface was that? 0/2 to simulate unplugging a network cable. Shut. All right, we got my ex-girlfriend that came to the data center. She unplugged that network cable. We go to router 3 real quick, and we'll see we have right there sending a query, received, and we got the interface that was down. We're doing a query for a network, another query. We got an update. We're updating our database. So that's what's going on here. He's trying to, how do you get to this network? How do you get to this network? And then they start exchanging packets. He starts exchanging packets to get to these other networks with this guy right over here, since he lost a neighborship with this guy over here, right? So that's what's going on with all those packets there. That's what they want us to see. They wanted us to quickly return to the console of router 3, and that's what we did. Observe the debug output. Notice right there, we had these updates and queries and ACKs and all of that. After a few moments, FA10 on router 3 will go down, causing EIGRP to query its neighbors for routes through router FA10 with no feasible successors. You can verify this process by observing router 3, sending query, ACK, reply, and update packets to its neighbor. And that's what was going on over here. So he's like, hey man, how do you get to that other network over there? Because this one over here went down and he doesn't have any ways to get there. Issue a trace route command on router 3 to branch router 1's 00 interface, right? We do a trace route. Remember, last time we did a trace route, we went this way. Guess what? He's probably going to go this way now, right? Because what? This interface is down. So let's go back to router 3, do a trace route to 10.2.115.1. We'll see we went to the 10 network, 10.134, and then we did, I'd have to turn off the debugging for y'all to see all of this, man, because this shit is annoying. Where is he at? Let's do it right over here. Come on, you annoying, man.
No, God!
And then we do a trace route one more time. He went to the 10 network, and then 172, and 10.2, 10.2, and that's how he made it there. So again, last time he went this way to that network, and now he went this way to that network because the interface went down. And notice we got a little S right there. What else they want us to do? And observe the different path from step 5, and that's what they did right there. I'll show y'all real quick. 10, the first hop was 10.2.134.2. We'll see, where's it at? There it is right there. See 10.2.134, and he's .2, I believe. And then he's, I believe, .1. Next hop is what? 172.20.24.1 right there. See, 172.20.24.1. So he's .1, and I believe that's .2. And then the next hop, so on and so forth, right? He makes it to this as the next hop, and then finally he makes it to that as the final hop, right? I'm not going to do all of that and check. On switch 1, enable FA02 interface. So now they want us to fix that. So no shut. Y'all with me so far? Y'all any questions or anything? Let me know. Y'all kind of quiet over there. We re-enable that interface. On router 3, you should observe the FA10 interface coming up. So we go to router 3. We see the interface came back up. We have an adjacency again. Several more update and ACK packets. Well, guess what? I turned off debugging, so we don't have any more because it was getting annoying. So, but anyways, it just starts doing the update, acknowledgements and stuff like that, and advertises a new, better route and exchanges information with his new neighbor. So then these guys became neighbors again. So that's good, right? And that's basically what they had us do there. And then turn off debugging, which we've already done. And then after that, I believe we could just do control G. Once you've completed this lab, you can check by doing control G, or you just go to lab, grade lab, and then see what we're missing here. You've completed the lab successfully.
All I do is win, 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 no matter what.
Y'all make sure y'all hit me with that like button.
Another one.
And that subscribe button.
Another one.
I typically stream Monday through Friday. Well, actually, Yeah, about Monday through Thursday between 6 and 9. Lately, I've been doing 9 o'clock. I try to lab every day and stuff like that. Sorry that my camera's not working today. I don't know why not. Y'all see that the camera actually is working. For some reason, it's just not working in OBS. So, for anybody that wants to get a glimpse of how the NetworkBruh looks like. But anyways, yeah. So tomorrow we're gonna do. I was thinking about doing this lab right here. Where is it at? It's an old lab that I had found from this old lab manual, but this stuff is still relevant to today. I actually have some real routers and switches and stuff that we could cable this up, and I'm going to do all of this. So I'm going to make sure that this is all cabled up. I'll probably do the IP addressing before I start streaming, so that way we ready to go, and we're just going to do this lab. So I got to cable up 4 routers. I'll probably do that tonight, and then stream that tomorrow. So follow your boy at NetworkBruh. Make sure you hit that subscribe button again and that like button on your way out. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter if you want to know me on a personal level. Yeah, that's pretty much it, man. For now, comment, like, subscribe to the network.